the day. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week: 23 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week: 25 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Straight ahead, ETN. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. ETN once more. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Lawrence going to throw again. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal from the 6. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Now Lawrence. That is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Tank Dell now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Handoff left side, Pierce.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Now 3rd down and very long. Stroud working out of the gun. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Motion man left is Kirk. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. The Jaguars had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
It'll be a gain of 5, 3rd and 7 now.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 3rd down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence, and this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mechie, the man in motion. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. from the 35. Here's second down and 7. Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They go play action now. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. Touchdown! Brenton Strange, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags are able to extend their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go again with Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Stroud looking to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Man open. Here is Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And this is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
But off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. And now out comes Houston. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's taken on the 25.
Houston set to take over.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Here goes Stroud again. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. Mechie has it on the slant.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Stroud.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
Matt Amendola now for the extra point.
And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And a lot's changed in a short amount of time. You had the safety. That led to a touchdown. So their commanding lead not so commanding anymore as they begin anew with a 1st and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now ETN to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with ETN.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now 2nd and 3. Stroud to throw it. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Stroud.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, it's Stroud. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again.
As this complete to Woods.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Across midfield. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans 30. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. play action. It's Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
The left side completion to Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. ETN up the middle.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again. Stroud.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Stroud sets up the play action. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. shakes off the sack.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Give left side for Pierce.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw. Stroud. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Throwing here to start the drive. He said connect left side.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN to the 36-yard line. Stop there. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They go play action with Lawrence. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones.
36 yards.
And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And here comes the Texans now.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give to Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Now here comes Jacksonville. We'll get another look at Zay Jones.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Stroud out of the gun here. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Stroud will look to throw once more. Delivers another one to Pierce.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown!
John Mechie.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Will Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. And now out comes Houston. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another carry for Pierce. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here is 3rd down and 4. Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He's got Jordan complete right side. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Straight ahead, ETN. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Logan Cook now.
as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. First and 10, it's Stroud.
And Woods has it complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Pierce now up the middle. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Now an option play on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Woods.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd and 4.
They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Stroud to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
A run here with Pierce. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go again with Pierce. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Going for it with Pierce.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars
Down by a field goal, 1:12 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
throwing now, Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Caught by Jones. A final shot now for Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther? They had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for the Texans, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.